He's the most daunting figure the game has ever seen. And for the second straight year, Tiger Woods is focused on the prize. It's another manic Monday at the Players' Championship, where last year, his electric final round charge nearly earned him the title.
There's so many great players that have won that championship, and it's one of the best fields, if not the best field in all of golf. And to be able to win a championship like that on a very difficult and demanding golf course, it would be very special.
And this week, we've been reminded just how special his legendary touch really is.
Johnny, that's better than most.
How about in?
That is better than most. Better than most!
Beyond special. And that's what it takes to win here on this golf course. An ingenious, creative mix of daring design and tantalizing beauty. One of golf's grandest stages beckons its greatest player. One last great championship to call his own. The Players' Championship. NBC Sports presents the PGA Tour. Today, it's the final round of the Players' Championship. And we welcome you back to Pete Dye's famed TPC at Sawgrass on a breezy, cool, crisp, but brilliant sunny Monday morning in Ponte Vedra Beach, where for the second straight year, the Players' Championship will be decided on its 5th day of play. And this extra day due to the rains which swept through yesterday, delaying the final round nearly 3 hours, so it was very late in the afternoon when Tiger Woods and the final group teed off. But it didn't take long for Tiger's engine to warm up. Birdie at the opening hole, the first, and he trailed his playing competitor Jerry Kelly in search of his very first PGA Tour victory by only 1. But the former hockey star has been fearless from a precarious lie from the pine needles at the par 5 second, giving it a go. And reaching the green in two putt for birdie from there, but on the same hole, Tiger played his third. A little pitch from short of the green. Could it be a birdie eagle start? Yes! To 12 under, and Tiger was tied just like that with Kelly. Vijay Singh, meanwhile, feeling at home here, lives here, birdie at the 7th. Singh momentarily took over the lead because Tiger bogeyed the same hole. And so now, Tiger Woods comes into this Monday with a 1-shot lead over Vijay Singh and Jerry Kelly as we bring you live to the tee at the par 4 10th.
It's really a good golf hole right here, 424 yards. The wind is going the opposite way right now as a whole. It's actually, the wind is the north wind running this way, and the hole, of course, goes the other way. So that makes it especially difficult, especially if you're not a drawer of the ball, which is a right to left flight. So it's not Tiger's favorite shot to go right to left, but he can do it. Going with the 3-wood.
He's hit this very high down the right center of the fairway.
That's very nice. Good start by Tiger.
So the #1 player in the world playing with Jerry Kelly again for the second straight day. Kelly, the 117th ranked player in the world, 34 years old, from Madison, Wisconsin. He was a former Nike Tour Player of the Year, has had a couple of close skirmishes with his first PGA Tour victory, but he has never been in a situation like this before with Tiger Woods for the Players Championship title.
This turning down the left side, this flirting with the bunker. It catches the left fairway bunker.
So Tiger in the fairway, Kelly in the bunker at the par 4 10th. As we get a glimpse of our leaderboard, brought to you by Titleist, the #1 ball in golf. Tiger Woods birdied the par 5 9th in the twilight last night to gain that one-stroke lead over Vijay Singh. Singh bogeyed the 9th, so that was the swing there that gave Tiger the one-shot lead over Singh and Jerry Kelly. Bernhard Langer certainly is in this championship. He is at -9. As we go back out to the 10th, where Vijay Singh has missed this green, so this is third from the rough, and with this group is Mark Rolfing.
He's got a pretty good lie over here, not very much green though.
Short game has been absolutely brilliant for Vijay Singh. To 17, and we bring in Gary Koch.
Thank you, Dan. How about having to play this as your first shot on a Monday morning? Franklin Langham with a 9-iron. 139 yards, but now the hole playing back into the wind. Oh, off the boards and into the water. Let's go up to the 18th tower.
Okay, thank you very much, Gary. This is great stuff on this Monday for the second straight year, Johnny. And with 9 holes to play, Tiger Woods has the one-shot lead over Vijay Singh and Jerry Kelly. But this has to be one of the toughest golf courses in the world, even for a guy like Tiger Woods to hold on to that lead.
I totally agree. There's so many scary shots out there, and there's hole after hole you can make bogey, double bogey with just one little thing like Langham just had happen to him. Just 1 foot different, or rolling into the bank of the bunker where you have no shot on a downslope on good shots. So you have to be almost a little lucky and good. And Tiger knows that. He knows that this thing is it's a different kind of championship. It's one that tests every part of your game, but it also tests some good bounces. And he's been getting better ones since Bay Hill. We saw some good breaks there. He won down there. It seems to be going his way again this week. So it'll be interesting to see how he hangs in there, and also how Vijay, who lives close by, you would almost think that maybe he's the favorite right now in some ways with Tiger, almost a co-favorite. And then Jerry Kelly, he's hitting driver off every hole. He's being very aggressive. He seems to have the game tee to green. His putting was a little shaky, taking 18 putts the first 9 to shoot even par, which was a good score, but it's a very compelling situation. And if you don't know much about golf, this is going to be an exciting couple hours for you out there. Watch all these water holes and all the crazy things that are going to happen.
And if you've been watching the Players Championship coverage all week, you've heard their voices. There they are, Gary Koch and Bob Murphy on the towers, Roger Maltby, Mark Rolfing, Ed Sneed on the golf course. And we go out to the par 5 11th, second shot for Bernhard Langer. Ed Sneed is with this group.
That's from 268 yards, Dan. Langer trying to go for the green. What a marvelous golf shot. That is a long carry this morning.
So Longer's going to have an eagle run at it. He left a par attempt in the twilight last night to be attempted this morning. He missed it at the 10th, so he bogeyed it to drop back to 9 under. He could use a shot right now to make up for that.
What a shot.
And over to the short par 4 12.
Al Sutton playing his second shot. That from 96 yards. Sutton coming off a bogey at 11, now 4 under for the championship, and plays a beautiful shot there at the hole that has been the easiest par 4 on the golf course through 3 rounds. And we see the past champions of this event, and look at their number of career wins. Last 9 champions have combined for 110 wins. PGA Tour. That is impressive stuff. We go to 10.
And Scott Hoke for par to remain at 7 under. Been an impressive week for Scott Hoke at age 45, trying to become the oldest champion in this event. Of course, Hal Sutton became the oldest when he held off Tiger Woods last year. Sutton was 41 years 10 months when he won this title. And he held off that man Tiger Woods, now at the 10th.
Tiger waiting for the commotion of photographers and whatnot to clear from behind the green, walking right behind the flag now.
I like what Jerry Kelly said about playing with Tiger Woods and all of the cameras and gallery that follow him. He said, you know, it's like playing in the middle of a freeway.
Well, it's a little quieter today as far as gallery, huh, Roger?
It is, but I'll tell you, for a Monday morning, John, this is still a pretty good gallery.
What's the shot here, Raj?
This
Just
from
about
164 yards, John. This is an 8-iron. The ball a little bit above his feet, but the wind is moving to the right, so that'll help him get to the back right corner. This ball very high, just turning right back at the flagstick.
how's that for a start?
Start for Woods again. He's going to have another birdie start on this Monday morning after starting birdie eagle yesterday.
Well, that is amazing stuff. Just he has yet to smile now in the last round. He is all business. I mean, this is, he won't see a smile maybe till he finishes 18 if he wins.
Talk about putting the pressure on Jerry Kelly from the bunker.
This now for 142 yards. Good angle and a good lie.
How's that lip? That's
It's not a problem, John, unless he mishits the ball. If he hits it solidly, it is not a problem.
Great angle, huh?
Perfect angle. And a great line. It's very firm in this bunker. This ball started off to the hole, cutting a little bit. Good looking shot.
I'll say.
Fine shot by Kelly, but what an early statement for the second straight day in this final round as it continues on this Monday for the Players Championship. Woods is about to move to 13 under par.
Welcome back. This just a moment ago at the par 4 12th. Hal Sutton for birdie. Nicely done. Moves him to 5 under. That is 3 birdies in the 4 rounds at the 12th for Hal. We go to 11.
Par 5, 535 yards. Vijay Singh.
Really an important tee shot to get it in the fairway here because he can take advantage of this hole. And he's done it. Even got a little bit of roll, which is very good for him.
So you can bet Vijay will give it a go for 2. Longer is there in 2. So for Eagle to move into a tie for second with Vijay Singh and Jerry Kelly. Instead, Longer settles for birdie. Moves to 10 under par. Still within striking distance. And back over to the 10th. This is a big putt for Jerry Kelly for birdie with Woods in guinea range.
This is a huge putt.
Just moves a little right, Roger.
It moves a little right, John. But this, I think, is very important to Jerry Kelly to hold this putt. I don't think he hit it.
Well, his putting has been very tentative. It seems like the nerves have not affected him tee to green, but on the greens, he's just sort of cozying him up there, and he's just not making them. He really hasn't made anything. That's 20 putts for 10 holes, so 20 putts for 10 holes is not going to get it as far as against Tiger Woods.
So that is all that's left for an opening birdie for Tiger Woods. So to 13 under, and the lead is increased to 2 over Vijay Singh and Jerry Kelly. And Tiger's on his way over to the par 5 11th. He's had great success there, but it's also a part of the golf course where trouble can lurk at any moment. Tiger found that out in the first round, his second at the par 5 11th.
I think he made a mistake here trying to go for this green from that tough lie, and he paid the price going into that water, but he hit a great 4th shot, obviously, knocked it close, and it saved par.
Second round, Johnny, at the island green, the par 3 17. This with an 8-iron from 148 yards out.
Beautiful swing there, very synchronized, and does not come out good. You'd think it looked really good.
So Tiger accepted a double bogey there in the second round. And then back in the first round on Thursday, this was his tee shot at the tough par 4 18.
Tried to hit it hard and just use his length to his advantage and came over the top of it a lot like he did at Bay Hill on 18 and 16. Same shot with a 3-wood though this time.
Tiger doubled it, so trouble still lurks. Very real out there. Second shot now for Vijay at the 11th, 247 yards.
Quite a bit of mud on the ball, Dan. Could be a problem. He's pulled it just left, and that is not going to be a good spot there where the hole is today.
In the bunker.
Right in that little tiny pot bunker. Actually, it's a good break. It's a lot better than that rough. He had trouble in the rough yesterday, or the day before.
Okay, back to the tee. Tiger Woods. Johnny, it's just a great par 5.
It's full of design. You want to hit the ball somewhere between the trees on the right and this, not this first bunker you're coming to, but this one, right in that shaded area. If you can hit it there, then you can go for this green, which is a very small target. But if you do lay it up, you have to lay it right or to the left here. We are now, of course, Vijay's in this little tiny pot bunker we're talking about there.
Tiger Woods has just beat up the par 5s this year on the PGA Tour, as you might expect. 64 under on the par 5s.
This is also an important tee shot if he's going to take advantage of this hole.
Great drive, Mark.
Look at this one, just ripped.
He looks like he's in sync today, Raj.
Looks like the A game to me.
Brings a smile to Tiger's face. That tee shot. Caddy Steve Williams enjoying this final round in the early morning. And now Jerry Kelly.
Jerry's been driving the ball probably as good as anybody in the championship. He was leading. I haven't seen the stats now, but he's only hit 4 out of 8 in this final round, which includes yesterday's play, and so not as good with the nerves on, but really his iron game has been great. He's really only missed 1 green, and that was by 2 inches. Another one left.
Yeah, this is turning too far left, it looks.
Well, that was a quick snipper there.
Yeah, it was. That was diving for the ground.
Very quick. Jerry Kelly has been in the spotlight for much of this championship week. Is the glare beginning to take its effect finally on the man in search of his very first PGA Tour victory? No one has won the Players' Championship to make it his first win. Tiger Woods is looking for victory number 26 at age 25. Third shot, par 5 11th for Vijay Singh from the bunker.
Had to be about 40 yards. One of the hardest shots. See if that gets up and stays. He got a very good bounce if that stays. Hit the downslope and ran up the hill.
Singh has a chance for his birdie over to 12.
That is the second shot of Bernhard Langer on the way.
That's from 84 yards, Gary. And he got a little bit of a bad break there as it backed off the green and up close to the edge of that collar.
Approach this 12th hole from the right-hand side with the slope there now and the softness of the greens. But he is left with an uphill putt. And we'll move over to the par 5 16th, the shortest of the 4 par 5s here at the TPC at Sawgrass, just 507 yards. Tom Lehman with a putt for an eagle. And Johnny, this hole playing much easier this morning, straight downwind. Guys are coming into the green now with middle irons.
Well, they better take advantage of it because 18's tougher than it was yesterday.
And I think 17 will play a little tougher as well.
Yeah.
So Lehman putting from the upper level.
This is not uncontrollably fast. Just get it started and it just runs right down in the hole. Huh?
That should be the case, John. He is right on the top of the ridge there, so really only has to move it a few feet to get it running downhill. And it's not breakaway fast. Should move a little right.
I think the greens have slowed down by about 1 point. I'd say they're probably in the 11.5 instead of 12.5, somewhere in there.
Big putt for Singh at the 11th.
Every shot very important now for Vijay, Dan, and it's interesting. I'm sure he can feel Tiger breathing down his neck from behind. Tiger's going to be watching every shot.
That confident putting stroke of Vijay Singh paying dividends again. A birdie for him at the 11th.
Boy, that's an unlikely up and in there, Mark.
It really was. I don't know whether it was a fortunate bounce off the downslope or whether he played it that way, but it turned out great.
Meanwhile, after an errant tee shot for Jerry Kelly from the rough, Raj.
Well, Jerry Kelly forced a layup, has driven the ball in an area where not many players have been this week, and the rough very, very thick. The question is just how far he can advance it out of this rough. With the bunker down the left-hand side, I think he's going to have to play to the right.
All right.
Boy, I made it by just a whisker.
That's just as close as he could cut it, John, right there.
Yeah, that was a very good shot.
To 13.
A good angle.
Paul Azinger now for birdie on the par 3. Wonderful shot right behind the hole, and Paul moves back to 5 under par.
At the 12th, Bernhard Langer, uphill putt, turning to the left for a birdie. Will it turn? Yes, it will. So Langer to 11 under. We go back to 11.
Second shot for Tiger Woods to the par 5. Roger.
239 yards left of the hole, 210 to the front edge. Geez, just not much wind moving the ball out here right now. He's got a 4-iron, John.
Yep, he's hit some great shots on this hole. Of course, got a back left hole location. I don't know, you probably can't tell from the screen, but it's right in this area here, just over the top of his cap. There it is, even better. Small little banana-shaped target, a long, narrow target, so got to hit a good shot. You don't want to go right or left. Doesn't like it, Roger, at all.
Slipped very high, but it's going a little left of the green, it looks.
Boy, that is one tough spot there. That could be a huge difference. I had already given him a birdie with that big tee shot, and Vijay had already given a par, and Vijay makes birdie, and now Tiger might make par.
Those are the types of things that can happen on Pete Dye's golf course. You think you're in good shape? Think again. Tiger Woods, the one-shot lead over Vijay Singh.
Well, you saw Tiger complain about his right foot slipping. Watch this real carefully. Watch that right foot as he's coming down about halfway down. When he starts to put the torque coming down right there, you see how it came out of it? And look at how unusual position he's in there, and it caused him to sort of flip it to the left just slightly, and it's in a tremendously difficult spot.
While we were in commercial, this was the third shot for Jerry Kelly.
He's doing a lot of leaning today. See if it hangs in there.
Did not stay up. Floated down the ridge a little bit, so a lengthy birdie attempt for Kelly. And to the tee at 13.
Beautiful par 3. Bernhard Langer now with a 7-iron. 179 yards. However, if you hit it about 170, she'll pitch down the hill to the left. That's going to be pretty good. Oh, no. That is unlucky. Bernhard knows it. And back to 11.
Tiger Woods, his third.
How does that lie?
It's a pretty good lie, John. A little bit of a downhill slope, which I think will help him keep the ball down low and try to chase it up, but he got it heavy. He just couldn't afford to fly that one too far, John, or the back bunker's in play.
Yeah, and the back bunker is even tougher than that shot. So that's what I was saying. This golf course, you know, you think 1 minute you're looking like a green light, and the next thing you're in flashing yellow. Well, you know, you got a bunch of reds.
You try to point out some of the weaknesses of Tiger Woods. You got to get out a powerful microscope to do it. But in the sand saves and in putting this year, those have been his shortcomings. 13.
And the swing of Billy Mayfair, also with a 7-iron. And a good play as well. And just earlier on the 14th hole, 467 yards, Michael Campbell. Michael 5 under. Goes to 6. And that's important if you count dollars at the end of your week. That's real important. And back to 12.
Vijay Singh getting ready for his second shot, Ed.
He's way over on the left-hand side of the fairway, Gary, so he cannot see any of the flagstick. He has to rely totally on his yardage, which is 95. There's a tall pine tree directly behind the hole, and that will be his target.
Follow through, trying to bring it in low so it won't spin too much. Oh, he does a nice job. That'll leave a very quick putt. We'll go to 11.
Up the slope for birdie, Jerry Kelly.
Should move a little right as it loses speed in the area of the hole.
Yeah. That's a good stroke there, Roger. That was one of the better strokes. Good read though, Roger.
17.
Tee shot of Australian Robert Allenby with an 8-iron. Just a moment ago. The softening of the greens with the rain yesterday. Hard to get the ball to stay close to the hole at 17. We go back to 11.
And Tiger Woods with a chance for another birdie, but like Kelly, will have to come up that slope, Raj.
Well, a very similar style putt, certainly from that low collection area short of the hole. And it goes up rather sharply for the first 10 or 12 feet, but again, once on top, it will move right.
Last time he had one of these was on 16 in the 3rd round, and he knocked it in after a poor chip. So same kind of putt, up on top of a ridge. Man, that was a good putt, but leaves himself, what, 3 feet, Roger?
Yeah, it's gotten by just about 3 feet, yes.
That was a bit for a birdie start after yesterday's birdie eagle start, but Tiger now with a somewhat lengthy putt for his par.
Well, he picked up one unexpectedly on 10, and now he's sort of thrown one away here at 11. So all in all, if he makes this, good start.
Well, it is an absolute gorgeous day here in the Ponte Vedra Beach area, and the MetLife Blimp Snoopy 1 teaming up with us to provide you the bird's eye view of the Players Championship, the 28th edition. And after the rains have moved out, it is clear, cool, and crisp out there, with the winds becoming more of a factor, especially in the latter stages, 16, 17, and 18. It is going to be interesting.
When's the last time you saw Tiger Woods miss a putt like this right here?
Yeah, it's been a long time, but he's given this a good long look. Actually, he missed some short ones at Dubai when he won over there. I remember watching that on TV. He had one day he struggled with short putts.
I mean, when he
But
lost.
he didn't win there, excuse me, when he was playing over there, and that's the only time I've seen him miss these. Inside the hole on the right.
Confident stroke in for his par. We go to 12.
At the 12th, Vijay Singh now with a putt to tie for the lead.
Gary, this is one of the fastest putts on the golf course. It is straight down the hill.
Mark, it's been a very difficult putt for the players to read as well. The ball seems to want to move to the right more than most of the players have picked up.
I think one of the reasons is he's going to have to hit it so easy, so there's no doubt it's going to move quite a bit to the right. I would think no matter what speed it has, if it doesn't hit the hole or go in, it's probably going to wander on by a couple, maybe 3 feet. Certainly at this stage, he is going to try and be a little bit aggressive. He knows he needs to make birdies.
Few players to actually play too much break. We'll move ahead to 13.
Longer now for birdie. Look where he's aiming. The hole is behind him. Aiming way to the right. Hard to judge the speed. You know, the players were saying yesterday that the greens were about 1.5 feet slower than they were previous to the rain. Bernhard gave that one quite a rap down the hill. And up at 14. Paul Azinger, what an up and down tournament. He made 7 here earlier this week. Looks good. It pays to stick with it. Paul goes to 6 under par. That's going to be very, very nice at the end of his day.
Well, while we have a chance to remind you about the final leg of our Southern Swing, we head up the coast and into Georgia, where Phil Mickelson will be on hand at the Bell South Classic in defense of his title there. Coverage begins next Saturday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time to 12.
Birdie putt for Scott Hoke. Another Another quick one. That'll leave you shaking your head. You can't believe it broke that much. We go to 13.
Longer now for his par. Has yet to make a par this morning. Bogey, birdie, birdie, bogey. That will be an expensive bogey because that drops him 3 shots back.
Back over at 12. Vijay Singh now with this relatively short putt for a par 4 to remain 1 behind Tiger Woods. It was interesting. Media was asking him last night about having to come back and play today on Monday, and he goes, "Hey, you know, no big deal. My coach is here. We were going to be here practicing anyway."
Does he ever take a day off?
I don't think so, Dan. Well, hold, so he'll remain at 12 under par. Back on the tee, 358 yards, shortest par 4 on the golf course here. Tiger with a 3-wood. Doesn't like it. That's headed left, and that is some of the deepest rough on the golf course. Oh, what a break. What a fabulous bounce. Tiger Woods with yet another fortuitous bounce at the 12th. He's in birdie position again. Stay with us.
He started it well to the right, but it's coming back toward the hole. Will it catch the slope?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'll tell you what, had we not had the rain, that would have been very, very close.
All right, let's take a look at Vijay's swing. Look at the complete release with the right hand. Look at that. Comes off the club just after impact. Vijay known for his ball striking, and it's not just with the long clubs. Look at this. This was his tee shot at 17 the other day with a 9-iron. Same thing. Right hand right off the golf club just after impact. And Johnny, that's a pretty unusual move.
He said that stopped him from hooking the ball. He fought the hook, and somehow he came up with that thought.
Scott Hoke now with a 6-iron. Oh, that was a nice bounce off the front of the green there. Both very makeable birdies.
Back at the 12th, Jerry Kelly ready for his second shot. Roger?
Perfect lie, 87 yards to the hole, Gary. Very comfortable sand iron. Ball slightly above his feet, which isn't all bad with the hole being cut on the left.
Yelling for it to get past the hole because he knew it was going to spin. It'll come up about 15 feet short. But it's an uphill putt breaking to the left. Very makeable from there. Now Tiger.
Yeah, this from 60 yards, and as was the case with Jerry Kelly's, this whole location blinded the player from the fairway. Large mound in front of the green blocks the view of the green from there because they can see about half the flag stick up. 60 yards. Just a little bit of a handcuff distance with the sand iron.
Oh, nicely done. So Tiger Woods with a beautiful approach to the 12th. He'll be left with a very makeable putt for a birdie. Can he extend his lead? We'll find out.
Welcome back to the Players Championship, the second straight year, a Monday finish as this final round concludes today. Tiger Woods with a 1-shot lead over Vijay Singh. Jerry Kelly hanging in there 2 back, and Bernhard Longer looms 3 back to 12.
Where Jerry Kelly has a very makeable birdie putt, and it's about time he makes one, Roger.
Well, this is a putt he should be aggressive with. Uphill, moving left.
Like it was slightly left all the way. We go to 14.
And Bernhard Longer, 203 yards. just a bit. Oh, beauty. Terrific play. Get that birdie back right now. Back to Vijay on 13. Vijay made an interesting statement yesterday. They asked him about what he thought about Tiger's birdie eagle start, and he said he can't win the tournament in the first 3 holes, can he? He was right. To share the lead. Vijay wants the challenge. Over to 12.
Well, Roger, did Tiger hear the roar from the 13th green?
Certainly did. Very nearby the 12th green. No more than some 125 yards away. He certainly heard it. Just now, not quite 6 feet. Will move to his left. Got defeated just off the hole, I believe.
A putt that is easily missed left if it is not struck firmly. So Tiger Woods answers the challenge, matches Vijay Singh's birdie, and remains 1 ahead.
And we had a feeling it would come down to this. I mean, Jerry Kelly's certainly not out of it. Bernhard Longer with a birdie attempt at 14, not out of it. But Vijay Singh, Tiger Woods, and there is a little bit of a history between these two. Not great history as far as great fondness for one another. There was that incident at the President's Cup when Vijay Singh's caddy wore the hat and it said Tiger Who on the back. And so there's this could be a little spicy in the back 9 here, and as Vijay gets set to tee off.
Oh, that's bad. Bad shot. That's headed for the water. And just that quickly.
Looked like that club really came out of his hand. You know how he lets go of that right hand? And it just looked like his hand just really let go quickly, Bob. Take a look at this, see if it does.
Watch as he comes back right after impact.
Yeah.
Hard to see in that.
He broke that left wrist down.
Yeah.
What a miss, though.
What a terrible miss.
Murph, I believe the ball did cross the hazard up here fairly far into the fairway. The question is going to be, is he going to be able to drop it and keep it out of the sand there? It's a very narrow area over there. Be interesting to see. He and Scott Hoke, I'm sure, are going to have a discussion as to where they think it crossed.
Well, he could be talking about that little piece of ground right there, that little strip there by the bunker.
I'm a little surprised Vijay isn't even coming up here. It looks like he's going to drop it on the tee.
At the 16th, a moment ago, Phil Mickelson's putt for an eagle would be the 3rd here at the 16th in the final round. It's going to move a little left, and it has been that kind of day for Mickelson. We go to 14.
And Vijay has, in fact, dropped the ball. There's no question in his mind, obviously, Mark Rolfing.
Obviously not, and this is a lot tougher shot than what he would have had up above there.
His 3rd.
Oh, this is a good one here, but it'll be a wonderful 5 if he could make it.
Really let one slip there.
It's like a 2-stroke penalty, really.
Heard a roar. This just earlier. Bernhard Longer now. Though Bernhard still hasn't made a par this morning. The good news is that was a birdie. There's still plenty of trouble out here. You can't count him out. Tiger taking a few little image swings there, setting the shot in his mind, Roger Maltby, that he wishes to hit.
It was 179 yards. He's got an 8-iron, Murph. Wind helping and from the right.
Murphy set up on that one like he was going to play it 30 feet right of the hole.
Well, 30 feet is a bit much to the right, but with an 8-iron, I don't think he wants to go any left. That's a long way.
Can't afford to miss it left, huh, guys?
No, sir.
Not like Vijay.
It's very, very high and way right. Much further right than he wanted to hit that ball.
Not a good shot, and that's a very difficult 2-putt. Although we probably all remember that roundabout putt he made on 17 on Saturday. But that's still an adventure. Jerry Kelly now.
And Jerry has selected a 6-iron. He needs to start doing a little flag hunting right now, Murph.
Yeah, he's got to change that, you know, quiet, non-aggressive mode and start knocking some flags down your right.
This ball starts at the center of the green. It's really not turning much.
Here it comes. Oh, just missed that slope. Did not catch into the slope. Went over.
Momentum can change in an instant at the TPC at Sawgrass. Tiger Woods with a one-shot leader with Vijay Singh, but Vijay is in the water at the par 4 14th, and he's got big problems right now. Welcome back to this Monday at the Players Championship. The final round coming to a close on the back nine, over at 14 now.
Vijay from 191, and now this one's going right. So Vijay is, all of a sudden, his golf swing is out of control here. That's his 4th shot, chipping 5. And back at the 13th, Tiger striding down below the hole, having a look at that mound. Mound easily, Roger Maltby, is 3.5 feet high, is it not?
It is, and he's going to have to put this well right of the hole. And now the first 20 feet or so of the putty goes across the ridge, and then it's just better be dripping when it gets across that.
Well, this was a dripper out to the right, way left. And Gary Koch started saying, this is better than most today. Wow.
He usually is better than most, Murph.
I mean, we all know that he has an incredible ability to read greens and hit the putts, but boy, that's a lot of luck when that thing catches that lip like that and goes right in the bottom. He can do it. Two putt on your mind here. Pick out the spot at the top of the hill. And as Roger Maltby said, just have it dripping down the hill. You know, Roger Maltby, in our day, when Nicklaus and Palmer jumped up on the leaderboard, the other guys fell apart, and I didn't think that was going to happen today, but these guys are not pushing him enough.
Got really a very good effort.
Quizzical look. And we'll go to 17.
Where we find Joe Durant on the tee. He stood #1 on the money list coming into this event, but chances are that will not be the case after it. With a 9-iron, 139 yards, slightly back into the breeze. Pensacola.
Canceled for today.
Afraid they'll have to. We'll go to 13.
And Jerry Kelly, a bit of a mound himself. Nice lag. He needs more than just legs.
Second shot at 15. You see the yardage left for Bernhard Longer.
Back into a little bit of a breeze. You can see that back left hole location. There's a low right of the hole, which is he's down in. Watch that ball will work back down into the bottom of that low.
It's been the third toughest hole on the golf course this week. Only 38 birdies. That's the second fewest yielded by a hole this week. Back over to 17.
David Toms on the tee. He had 4 under par, 1 under par in his final round. It's a 9-iron. You can see the water moving toward the players. Carey is 134 yards going right at it. Okay. And he hit it about 131. He's looking, he knows that that was probably not the right club for him. Got away with one. Back to 13.
And Tiger taking a look at this putt. Roger Maltby, this one has been missed on the right side.
It does have some movement to the right. It needs to be careful and hit it firmly. Keep it inside the hole on the left.
Just like that. And up at 14, Vijay now his 5th shot on the par 4.
I was a little surprised with the club selection here, Murph. He had a lot of collar to go through, and I definitely thought he should have chipped that one.
And he's run that by a good 8 feet. So Vijay will have a nightmare about that swing off this tee. There's a lot of trouble, however, on the way in. We know very well that Tiger can miss it. He did on 12, got an incredible bounce out of the rough. Vijay's ball, however, it's hard to get bounces out of water.
Well, if he's not able to get it back together and perhaps have a chance at winning this championship, Murph, his comments earlier in the week talking about how I have a better chance, have a good chance, better than good chance to win this championship. I mean, he was just so full of confidence. This is really going to sting Vijay Singh.
Well, and he played very, very well up until that swing. And if he makes this for double, he falls 3 shots back. It's still not over. And you know that's exactly the way these guys think. Their mental game is so good. A triple is no good. And on the tee now, Tiger.
Originally had 3 wood out, but Steve Williams, his caddy, talked him into a driver. And downwind, and this is just hammered up the right center of the fairway.
Terrific golf shot. It's a long hole in the first place, and in the second place there's trouble left, trouble right. Good look at this swing, Johnny Miller.
You can see the ball positioning about 2 inches inside. Look at the extension going back, and then the leg drive and that squat move, it gives him the power. And then look at the left heel right there. Can you see this right here? Actually off the ground, just the toe is on the ground. He's creating so much lift and torque on that left side to give that big uppercut rip.
Going down the left side of the fairway. Should be on the lower left fairway.
And we'll go to 16.
Al Sutton getting ready to play his second shot at the par 5. 3 yards to the hole.
Right. Lands off.
Will trickle through into the rough, but he'll have plenty of green to work with. We'll go to 15.
And Bernhard Longer coming up out of that depression there, Ed.
And he has had a look at Billy Mayfair's putt, which was almost in the exact same spot. A difficult putt, but after that look, he has a much better chance.
Come up well short. And with Vijay Singh exiting the second position, that is now occupied by both Bernhard Longer and Jerry Kelly. Tiger Woods, the leader, by 3.
Jerry Kelly receiving relief from his stance, which was on the drain. I tell you, at the end of the week, I think that Jerry Kelly will be proud of himself, Roger Maltby especially. He makes a couple of birdies, even 3 birdies, he can win this golf tournament.
Well, he's certainly not out of it yet, Murph, but he has to be a little disappointed in his putting.
Right.
And before we get back over to 14, Longer for par at 15.
See his caddy is actually lining him up, and then he's got to get out of there before Bernhard putts.
Right through his shadow and off the edge, and now he's still not in.
Took it back outside and then hit it on that swing plane. That was a easy putt to miss.
So Longer's going to drop at least 1.
62, 30, 192.
One very positive thing in Jerry Kelly's mind, and that is I birdied this hole twice this week.
Not so sure he's thinking about that right now. It'd be good if his caddy reminded him, though.
Well, Johnny, you know we all get good feelings on holes. We get good feelings for shots. And we also have the opposite. We have some greens that just bother you.
I mean, it's
tee shots that bother you.
Well, like I said earlier, he's hit every green, but one green it just was 2 inches off the edge. So it's just been the putting, like Roger says, just tentative putting.
Good word of advice from his caddy there, Roger Maltby. He said, the green's going to be soft, fly it back there.
Well, the wind is helping him from the right. He has selected a 6-iron, and I think he's going to have to get all over this to carry it all the way back to that hole.
Bernhard Longer did tap in his bogey on 15. Awfully good swing.
Hit it very high. It's turning left toward the center of the green.
And just like Roger said, he had to hit that a long way for him with a 6-iron. Tiger now, Roger?
That's from 172. This is an 8-iron. Has hit this very, very high and just left of the flagstick.
Wind died. Wind absolutely went dead.
He was playing it, obviously, for the wind to help him a bit. It did not.
Well, a moment ago, Lee Janzen, former champion of this Players' Championship for birdie at 18. Trust us, it's not that easy. But Janzen with a birdie at 18, round of 73, 2 under for the championship. Tiger Woods is 14 under for the championship, 5 under as we continue this final round. Jerry Kelly all alone in second place now, 3 back. That's what's at stake, the coveted crystal to the Players' Champion. As we go back out to 14, Murph.
And Jerry Kelly set to go now. A read, Roger?
Well, uphill slightly, and I think when it gets near the hole, go a little right.
A good time to kick a field goal here. Slow down. If it slows, it does in fact go to the right. A very positive putt. I like that. Boy, Jerry Kelly, with all these people around and the photographers, he hadn't had this much attention since the day he was born, Roger.
Well, Murph, I've been watching Tiger here. There is a large scoreboard to the left of the screen, and he really hasn't paid any attention to it. But his caddy, Steve Williams, has been hawking it quite closely. So Tiger may not know that he has a 3-shot lead, but certainly his caddy does.
Red shirt is out again like it was yesterday in anticipation of perhaps another Tiger victory.
Well, it used to be a real red, right, Murph and Raj?
Right.
And this last year he decided he wanted a little bit more of a, what is it, a crimson or a burgundy red?
Okay.
Go with that.
It's red for
I'll call it a
red
burgundy.
numbers. Red numbers. This putt does a little trailing, about 1/3 of the putt is going a little left and then pretty flat and then almost back right again. Good lag.
You might check out the leaderboard after this putt goes in, Raj.
Yes, he might.
Over to 15.
Much needed birdie for Vijay Singh. Up the slope.
Really hard to get it there. So longer, leave it short.
It's a bold attempt by Vijay. Got it there. He'll settle for par, remain at 10 under to 17.
Al Sutton on the tee with an 8-iron. The group in front, Michael Campbell just made a triple bogey 6, hit it in the water. Oh, but not Sutton. Not Sutton.
Well, great shot there, but they might want to rename the par 4 fourth here Sutton's place. Has he ever had the right clubs there this week, especially on Friday and Sunday?
Ooh, he went directly at it.
That was the right club today and right now.
At the 4th, second shot, Al Sutton. Want to play to the right, use the slope. That ball should come right back toward the hole. How about in? That's the second eagle he's made it for this week.
And even though Hal Sutton, the defending champion, will come up short in his bid, it's been a stellar week. Those 2 eagles at the 4th. It's going to be the best performance by a defending champ, perhaps, since Tom Kite tied for 5th back in 1990.
And Jerry Kelly, a very positive hop into the hole. And back to 16.
Billy Mayfair getting ready for his second shot at the par 5.
Has a perfect lie, Gary. 224 yards, a little bit of an uphill slope. Should be able to go right at it if he chooses to be bold with his shot.
A lot of the players trying to utilize the slope in the middle of the green, played a little left and then have it kick over to the right, but that was safety first. So disappointing second shot for Mayfair. And we'll move back to the tee at the par 4 15th.
449-yard par 4, Gary. Tiger Woods looking through that chute of trees. This is a hole, Johnny, which has gotten tougher and tougher through the years in this championship. And again, it's the 3rd toughest hole on the golf course this week.
Well, when Tim Pincham and powers to be decided, Roger, to add about 5-6 inches of rough, thick rough, it's changed this golf course forever. After Greg Norman shot his, was a 24 under par, which was incredible. They just said, okay, enough of that.
Perfect tee shot down the left center of the fairway.
How beautiful is that from behind to watch that ball just ascend up through the shooted trees into the clear blue and in the middle of the fairway. Tee at 16.
Vijay Singh at the par 5. Down the left side. Mark.
Well, it needed a soft bounce, Gary, and it got it. I believe it'll stay in the fairway.
Back at 15.
Another chance to go through the chute successfully. Jerry Kelly.
Yes, sir.
Down the right side of the fairway, flirting with the fairway bunker.
Perfect now. Not too bugged by that shot, even though they were swarming around him after his follow through. 16.
Bernhard Longer's third shot at the par 5.
Did well to lay up to that point, Gary. He had a horrible lie in the left rough. 112 yards there, but again, the soft greens made the ball check up. He was well short of the hole.
Longer so far appears not to be taking advantage of the easiest hole on the golf course. Vijay Singh has driven it in the fairway at 16. He'll be able to reach the green in 2. He needs an eagle to put some pressure on Tiger Woods. And at 17, Hal Sutton, short putt actually for his birdie. Leaves him to 7 under par. And really impressive. Fell down the steps of the fitness trailer early this week.
What was he doing there?
Getting stretched out, he said. But had bruises all up and down the right side of his body, so a good performance. We'll go to 15.
And Jerry Kelly situated in the fairway, Roger.
Well, this from 185 yards, hole cut well back in the green. Wind against and from the right a little bit. He's got a 5-iron. Shot just left of the hole.
Well, Kelly's putting a little heat on Tiger there. Kelly, of course, started the fourth round 11 under. He's still 11 under, and he's had 28 putts through 14 holes, and Tiger's had just 20. So Tiger's cut him by 8 putts through 14 holes, and of course Woods is 5 under for this final round, which is a great plan and a chance for birdie right here, huh, Roger?
It is 171 7-iron for Tiger.
Three-quarter swing, punch.
Trying to keep the flight of the ball down, John. He's cutting it. It's just right at the flagstick.
Little short. See if it stays. See if it stays. That's going to go down into that low area there, so he's not going to be happy about that. His language between shots has not been the greatest today, but his golf's good.
That is a huge opportunity for Jerry Kelly to kind of close the gap. 16.
Birdie putt for Longer to get to 11 under. Should move a little right at the end. Yeah. So Longer has still yet to make a par in the play this morning through 7 holes. Let's take a look at this 16th. It's a par 5, 507 yards, shortest of the 4 par 5s here. Dog leg left. If the player can work it around the corner today, the hole playing downwind, certainly reachable in 2 by everybody in the field. We've had 8 eagles here so far throughout the championship. And we see the players who have gone for the green in 254 actually hit the putting surface. 17 in the water, 5 eagles made in this final round, 2. Scott Hoke preparing for his second shot, Mark.
He's got 234 yards, ball a little bit on the upslope. He will try and bring it in from the left, and it's been a miserable day for Scott Hoke.
Appears to be going well left.
That'll make him even more miserable up there.
Yeah, that's some very long rough.
Sitting up, though.
Now Vijay Singh.
Good drive here. He's got just 211. I would say probably a 6-iron because the wind is right at his back. He will try and bring this in high and soft and from the left.
He needs to go right at it. Green is very receptive. This ball's actually a little right of the flag. And a bit unfortunate. Bounces up against the primary cut of rough. And an up and down round for Vijay. 4 birdies on the front, 2 bogeys. 2 birdies starting out this morning, but then the horrendous triple bogey 7 at 14.
It's one swing, Gary, for Vijay, that tee shot at 14.
It's that kind of golf course, isn't it, Dan? I mean, just when you're going along very nicely, you make one mistake, and it makes you pay.
Well, back at 15, Tiger Woods, of course, down in that low area. We've seen Longer in there and several of the players putting out of there.
Well, to elaborate on the point we were just making about Vijay Singh, Pete Dye, the master who designed this golf course, once said the real trick of golf course architecture is to lure the golfer into a false sense of security.
I like what Colin said. He said playing here is like playing the U.S. Open and the Masters at the same time.
It has a little bit of everything. Pete Dye made sure of that. So even with the 3-shot lead, and even when you're Tiger Woods, you have to keep in the moment. And over at 17, that is hard to do, Gary.
It is very difficult to do, Dan. Bernhard Langer has chosen a 9-iron. That should filter on down toward the hole. A good chance to keep his parlous streak alive. We'll go back to 15.
Tiger Woods for birdie.
Very straight putt, maybe just left edge, and hit it very solid.
For a very good score at 15. That'll be 3 pars in a row for Tiger Woods. And over at 18, this was the scene last year on a Monday. Hal Sutton, second shot at 18 when he uttered those famous words, be the Rack Club today.
I'll tell you what, he's not too far from the same spot. Watch how he chases down the line with his right side. See how that chase move?
Look at this shot.
That might roll back off. There's a false edge there, sort of like Pinehurst number 2.
It does. Trickles back off the green.
Yeah.
Back over to 15. Huge putt for Jerry Kelly. This to get within 2.
I think he's due, Raj.
I agree with you.
Right here.
Move just a little right.
He is within 2. This man is fearless. He said, I've always had a hard time keeping my aggression intact. He's Irish. He's a former hockey player, and that usually equals aggression. He is in second place by himself.
Welcome back. We're at the 16th, and Vijay Singh with a very difficult situation. Ball up against the cut of primary rough, and Johnny looks like he's going to use the toe of the putter to strike it.
You can get down on it real quick and then have to hit it fat. Look at this. Pardon me.
How about it?
Pardon me.
Eagle for Vijay Singh. Obviously, he's practiced that.
You got to be kidding me. That is awesome.
So Vijay to 12 under par.
He's going, hey, I'm glad I tried that.
And Tiger Woods now 2 ahead of 2 players. And we move back to the tee at the par 5. Jerry Kelly with the honor. There's a good look. Players want to ideally take the ball down the center of the fairway with a little draw.
This ball started well right, not hooking.
And we'll find the primary cut of rough and make the hole much more difficult.
Been working on not getting it so flat going back, and that one was flat, huh, Gary?
Yeah, it looked like it got a little laid off, didn't it, John?
Yeah,
It's been his tendency. All right, Tiger next. And Roger appears he may have taken the 3-wood.
It looks like he has.
Yeah. easier to turn this club from right to left. Yesterday's tee shot with a driver, overdone, and found the trees on the left.
He's hit every fairway this morning, guys, so he's been good off the tee.
Well, certainly has the distance to reach this green in 2, even playing 3-wood from the tee. I think he's just concerned about going through the fairway on the right-hand side with the driver. This ball turning down the left-hand side. I don't know if this will catch fairway or not.
It hits in the primary cut of rough, Roger, and jumps into the intermediate cut. Appears to have a pretty good lie and will have a great angle at the hole. Up at the green this a moment ago, Scott Hoke for a much-needed birdie. Yeah, finally, now it goes in. Scott Hoke to 6 under. Vijay making the walk over to the tee. Island par 3.
You'd think Gary needs a birdie finish, eagle birdie finish.
Let's take another look at this eagle. With great imagination, and obviously a shot that he has practiced. One more look, just look. It's right down on it. Get the ball hopping with overspin.
It was like a Masse shot and pool, huh?
Yeah. Yes. Over to 17 and up at the green, Bernhard Longer. Well, probably 3.5, 4 feet for birdie. Putt will move to his right. And boy, has he wielded this long putter well this week, averaging 27.6 putts per round. It's awfully good.
Gary, if he falls a couple of shots short in this event, he's 3-putted twice on this back 9, making his 2 of his 3 bogeys.
That was not a good stroke. That is a putt that your nose is going to move right. So we go up to 18.
And Hal Sutton putting back up through the fringe for birdie.
Go in.
So Sutton with the birdie at 16 and 17, a hard-earned par at 18, round of 70 for the defending champion Sutton.
Back at 17, Longer now for his par. And that will be his first par of the back 9. 4 birdies, 3 bogeys, and par. And now Mark Rolfing, a crucial tee shot.
Well, and he just changed club. Gary, he had an 8-iron at first. I believe he has gone to a 9 now.
Well, I think for Vijay that should be the correct club. Again, the yardage 139. We take a look.
Ripples on the lake coming right at him, so the wind is in his face, maybe just a little from the left.
6 players in the water so far in this final round.
Boy, he hit it hard and just left of the flag.
Will it fall down? It should. It should come right toward the hole. So Vijay Singh will not go away.
Here we go, Gary.
And just about 200 yards away, Tiger Woods heard it all. Well, let's go back to 16 and take a look at Jerry Kelly. And Roger, what's going on there?
Well, it's not a very good lie at all for Jerry Kelly. He's just going to have to lay up down the left-hand side with a wedge or a 9-iron. Has no more than that.
Not going to try to hit it to that neck, Roger?
I wouldn't think so, John. I don't know what that would really provide him.
There's a bunker you can't see, folks, right there. And then, of course, the neck is in between, so he's going to probably put it right in this area.
Yes.
Roger, the roar from Singh, I would assume, was heard by Tiger?
He gave it a glance, not much more than a glance, but he heard it just now from 211 yards.
Last year, in Monday's finish, Tiger Woods managed to make an eagle 3 here at 16. That is on the putting surface, but a long way from the hole. You would expect him to be able to get down in 2 from there. So Tiger strides toward the 16th green. Vijay Singh strides toward the 17th green, where he has a very short putt. He looks across at Tiger. What does he think?
Well, we alluded to the ever-growing rivalry of sorts between Tiger Woods and Vijay Singh, and for the first time they get a real good glimpse of each other. Vijay over there on the green at 17, Tiger looking across the water at 16. And while we were away, Gary,
this was the 3rd shot of Jerry Kelly, pitching wedge from 122 yards. And
cut spin. Oh, I left it up there.
yes, you did, Jerry. You left it up on the upper level, and that looked a little commercial there. Beautiful view from above the 17th green in the left-hand corner, 16 green within plain sight.
Mark Rolfing, you were at that President's Cup, which we alluded to last year, and this isn't just a manufactured rivalry. Tiger and Vijay, they want to beat each other.
Well, there's no question about it. I asked Tiger in the interview after the match on Sunday whether or not he wanted to play Vijay that day, and he was adamant that he did. I'll tell you, it was very chilly out there for being a nice day in October. After the 4th hole where Tiger didn't concede a pretty short putt to Vijay, I didn't see a putt conceded over 6 inches all day.
Gary, you've seen this putt probably prior to this effort by Tiger. Any problem 2-putting this?
I would be very surprised, Johnny. It comes over the ridge and goes downhill, but at the end of the putt, it's actually moving slightly back uphill. And I've seen very, very few players not get the ball around the hole. And Tiger will take a break and wait as Vijay Singh gets ready for his putt for birdie at 17. Vijay Singh to 13 under par. Eagle at 16, birdie at 17.
Gary, we need to keep pointing it out, but Tiger Woods +3 at 17 and 18 through his 3 rounds.
Yeah, this is great theater, Danny. 2 stages, very close together. And now Tiger for an Eagle 3. Comes down the hill right about now. Should move to his right.
How did that miss?
What a great putt. Watch his reaction as it's tracking down the hill. Got it. Got it. I've got it. No. Disbelief. We go to the 18th tee.
And the huge tee shot now for Vijay Singh. Water down the left, 447 yards. He's got it to 13 under.
The last time he had a whole long, tough par 4 was number 14, water down the left side. Vijay, who is now 12 under par, made triple bogey. If it wasn't for that right now, he'd be 15 under. Tiger would be 14. So it's pretty impressive that he get the ball here on the land. Obviously, he's got to somehow wipe that out of his mind. That swing that he made where he came over the top of it and hit it down the right side with a draw.
He's got the driver, Johnny.
that is aggressive, Mark.
Boy, it sure is. He started it right over the lake, cut it back into the center of the fairway.
That's amazing to me, after having the problem he did at 14 and having the guts to hit the same shot he should have hit at 14. He went ahead and hit here at 18. He's looking like he could make birdie, even though it's a tough hole location to get close.
Back to 16.
Birdie effort for Jerry Kelly.
How about another one, huh? That'd be nice.
It would be, but that's kind of been the typical putt from up above. A little short, little right. And now for his par. So he'll remain at 12 under. Let's take another look at just how close the eagle effort. Tiger Woods came here at 16. Looks like it's in, it's down. He taps in for birdie to move to 15 under. And 2 shots clear with 2 very exciting holes to play. He'll take the walk from the back of the 16th green, 117 paces to the 17th tee. Takes about 45 seconds, Johnny. A lot of time to think.
Yeah, a lot of time to think. When Tiger won his U.S. Amateur here, he came within about a foot of going in the water with the same hole location and ended up making it from off the green. I can't see him knocking it in the water, guys, but it could happen. And he knows it. He's got to have respect for this hole.
Let's join Jimmy Roberts.
Well, Gary, a year ago, it was the man who is sitting next to me right now who was in this situation, walking to the 17th hole, knowing that situation of having the lead and having to put the ball on the green there, a treacherous shot in golf. Hal Sutton, 2 under par 70 today. What are these guys thinking about right now?
You know, they're thinking about putting that ball on that ridge that's on that green, letting it feed down to the hole. It's not really... it's not going to be that hard a shot today because they know the ball's going to grab and there's not a lot of wind, so I'm sure they'll pull the shot off.
You had some interesting comments in your press conference earlier this week where you, in effect, defended Tiger Woods and said to be careful what we ask of him. Tell us what you were thinking about that.
Well, I mean, to a lesser degree, I had some of the same frustrations early on in my career, and I see Tiger being very frustrated with what people are asking him to do. You know, he set the bar very high last year, which very few people could win 9 tournaments in a year, and you know, it's a lot to ask of somebody year in and year out to do that sort of thing.
You impressed with him?
Very impressed. I mean, this is a great feat in itself. You know, he almost won the tournament here last year, and here he is again trying to win the tournament. Tiger's a great player.
Hal, thanks so much for joining us. Congratulations on a great win last year.
Thanks, Jimmy.
We see how Tiger has played 17, the double bogey on Friday, ball in the water. Birdie on 17, a very unlikely one. And Tiger has taken a 9-iron, and Johnny looks like he's aiming about 20 feet left of the hole, right at that ridge.
I agree, about right in there.
He's hit it solid, and it's going right of the hole.
I'm going to tell you, that is just the identical shot he hit in the amateur that year, isn't it, Johnny?
Yeah, just a little farther back in the green, but again, he's saved by last hole. He hit a poor 3-wood, not a poor one, but it could have been in the heavy rough. He was a foot inside in the intermediate, and again right here, he's a foot from going in the water. So somebody, Mother Luck's shining on his back a little bit right now.
Let's take another look at it from above.
Pushes dramatically, didn't he, Gary, from his line?
From his aim, yes, no question. I would think once he saw the ball right of the hole, his heart had to be in his throat. And now Jerry Kelly with an 8-iron. Looks like he's got it going left, and that will stay up on top. Let's take a look at Tiger's reaction to his tee shot at 17. Oh, I can't believe it's right of the hole. We'll be back in a moment.
One of the great gatherings in golf there at the 17th and the 16th green at the bottom of your screen. Tiger Woods with a 2-shot lead over Vijay Singh, who just drilled his drive at 18, now looking over his second.
Hole's playing very long though right now. He's still got 197 and a tough hole location to get it back there.
Come in. Probably playing it out to the right, trying to bring it back. Well, not his best effort, Mark, but putting.
While we were away, up on this 18th green, Bernhard Langer's birdie attempt.
He's right in the spot where it's dead straight. That's a nice spot to come in. See, it's tracking.
Final 9 for Bernhard Langer, just one par. It featured 67. It's the best final round so far. And Langer, who has had a history of playing this championship well on this course very well, vaults into a tie for third. 17.
Tiger Woods has called for an official. That is John Brendel, PGA Tour staff, and I think he wants to find out if the ball's actually touching the hazard line.
Well, history has sometimes a strange way of repeating itself. It was that 94th U.S. Amateur 7 years ago. We were referring to Tiger Woods and that miraculous 36-hole final with Trip Keeney, and the incredible comeback after nearly hitting it into the water, rolling in that 12-foot birdie putt on this same island green here at the TPC at Sawgrass. He was 6 down after 13, 4 down after the first 18. He won 6 of the last 10 holes in the match, and that signaled the arrival of the fist pump in golf for the first time. We saw it when Tiger was only 18 years old.
And the official ruling, Dan, is that his ball is touching the hazard line, so it is considered in the hazard. Kelly now putting for 32. Very quick putt. It'll pick up speed right about now. This awkward lie now up in this primary cut of rough and the ball in the hazard. It's going to be interesting to see what Tiger decides to do. Looks like he's taking a sand wedge.
He could do any number of things, couldn't he? He could chip it with the fairway wood, or hit it a 7-iron, or just use a putting stroke and hit the wedge, which is what he looks like he's doing, doesn't it?
That looks like what he is practicing, yes.
Cannot soul the club. Makes it a little more difficult. And he hit a little scooper there, Gary.
Yes, he did.
Wow, that's a real boo-boo.
That was an awkward lie, one obviously that you don't practice that often.
The hardest part was trying to hold it up there high, and then he had to go down so much, and you can see he drove it right into that grass on Gary, and it popped it up. Watch, he is putting it, isn't he?
Yeah, look how quickly it pops up in the air. That's certainly why it came up so short. Obviously, with the ball in the hazard, he is allowed to just lightly touch the top of the grass. That is okay. He just cannot soul the club. So no problem with what he did.
This could get extremely interesting, Gary, if he misses this.
Yes, it could, with the 18th left.
And Singh that would just be within a shot with a birdie putt.
That is back up the hill, and it will definitely move to his left. that is well holed with a lot of pressure. Confident stroke. So the lead remains 2. We go up to 18.
Where Vijay Singh needs to hope this goes in to get him at 14 under par and hopes to get some help from Tiger Woods at 18. That's a lot of hoping to stay alive in this championship.
Boy, Tiger Woods is tough button under pressure. He's back to putting the way he's putted the last 2 years. He had about 6 months where he had the lipitis, I call it. Now that's gone.
He talked about, you know, even the greatest in the world knows that you need some breaks to win championships. And when he went through that 6-month drought.
This is a makeable putt. There is some influence right in this area, about right here, because there's a hill up in here. But after that, it straightens right out like Longer. Longer's putt was dead straight from a little bit more to our right. There isn't a lot of break here.
Bold run by Vijay, and now it has to sit. He has got a real tester coming back for par to remain 2 behind Tiger.
Yeah, I like that he had enough guts to give it a good run, because yeah, I don't know if he saw Tiger get his score posted already or not, but he knew he needed to make that.
Well, right now Phil Mickelson is the #2 player in the world, but based on Vijay Singh's play, this is going to be his 6th straight top 4 finish. I mean, Vijay Singh is entering that world right behind Tiger Woods at the present time, even though Mickelson is ranked #2. But a big tee shot coming up now for Tiger Woods. He has found the water once on this hole, and that produced that double bogey in the first round. He hasn't even hit the fairway in the 3 previous times he's teed off here.
That's true, but I think he'd probably be going with the 2-iron this time, Roger. He didn't like the 3-wood club selection. He was mad at himself. He called himself stupid for pulling that 3-iron and trying to hit it hard.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
So what he wants to do is hit it just down the right side with maybe a foot draw or something. The shot he was hitting so well at Pebble Beach when he won the U.S. Open, a record margin. Here's the line right there with a little draw.
It's going down the right side. It needs to turn a little, John. It's flirting with the rough.
He still hasn't found the fairway here at 18. Sing for par up ahead.
Oh,
that is big.
What a great championship with a triple bogey on 14 to come back, drop the 10 under it with his triple bogey, and then bring it back to 13. So that is wonderful. Has yet to shoot over par in the year 2001.
Again, just one of the most consistent golfers all year long. Back to the tee. Kelly.
He's been just challenging this hole down the left side.
No. Well, this ball's starting to head a little right, John. This needs to get down.
Well, it might have been one of the first times this whole championship that he started thinking about money.
Tiger Woods has a 2-shot lead over Vijay Singh. He is in the rough, back for his second in a moment. Well, most of the gallery surrounding the 18th fairway and behind the 18th green. Roger Maltby, what kind of shot for Tiger's second?
Not a very good lie, but just electing to hit a wedge. Both he and his caddy confirmed that Vijay was in at 13 under par. So just playing for 5.
That's all he needs. A bogey 5 would win it by 1 over Vijay Singh. Jerry Kelly still, though, out there with his second shot out of the rough as well.
I'm trying to advance this further, but it has 205 yards to the hole. I don't believe he can reach the green. The ball sitting in rather heavily. This looks to be maybe like a 7-iron or a 6-iron. See how far he can get up the fairway, but I just don't believe he can get it to the front of the green.
He's been very good out of the rough so far when he's been in there like 11 and 16, Roger. Hacking it out of there. Look at this.
He's headed left. Watch out.
Man, that is really a mental error there, Roger.
I thought he was trying too much, John. He really he couldn't get it there. There's no reason to take the risk.
Well, despite this disaster at 18 unfolding, it's been a great week getting to know Jerry Kelly, one of those unknown guys, Johnny, that's just going to come up short in a big championship like this.
A good try, though, but I don't know if he studied the leaderboard, Roger, because Hal Sutton, you know, is in 5th place at 7 and he's at 12, so he probably was going to bogey the hole anyway, so he might as well try to make a tough par.
Let's go down to Mark Rolfing.
All right, Dan, Vijay Singh, it appears you may have come within one swing of winning the Players' Championship. What happened at the 14th tee?
I was practicing that shot, you know, aim it left and just hit a solid drive with a fade and just double crossed it. Yeah, made one bad swing and that's all it takes.
All right, disappointing, I know. Let's go back to 18.
Thank you, Mark. Vijay lives just 5 miles away from this golf course. He was trying to become the 3rd straight player to win while staying at home. That was a streak that started with Jesper Parnevik at the Honda and continued with Tiger Woods in his home town of Orlando last week.
I'll tell you, this is no gimme. If he, Roger, were to get a little bit tentative and hit into that bank with a lot of backspin or something, could leave himself a chance to 3-putt, or if you go a little long, and he's been known to hit a few indifferent wedge shots, so I don't know what he's got here. Full pitching wedge? What is it?
Got 135 yards, John. Yeah, he's got a good pitching wedge and the safest place to keep it right of the hole.
He's looking out to the right about 15 feet.
And he's turning it left at the flagstick.
There's that bank we're talking about. Down it goes. But it was really a good shot, but the backspin worked against him, but it leaves himself really a left edge putter, so just about what he wanted.
All he's going to need is 2 putts for the win. And with the way Tiger Woods has played this week, especially with that putter, which has just been sheer magic in his hands, you don't expect him to 3-putt from there. Well, what a trip it has been for Tiger Woods after the incredible 9-win season last year. Of course, winning 3 out of 4 major championships. His last win of the season coming at the Canadian Open in September, and the engraving has already begun. That's how sure that gentleman is that Tiger Woods is going to be down in 2 from where he is. But then Tiger went through the 0 for 8 slump, so to speak. Talk more about that in a moment, but let's visit Jimmy Roberts.
Dan, thanks very much. And Tim, I know you're disappointed that the tournament couldn't have ended on a Sunday when more people could have seen it, but I cannot imagine that you're anything but thrilled with the type of golf we've seen today.
Well, I don't know about less people seeing it. We got an incredible crowd out here today, and you know, when you have this kind of competition, you know, the weather and a day delay doesn't take too much away from it.
You a little impressed by Tiger Woods?
Phenomenal. It takes a great player to win in this championship, playing great golf, and he continues to astound and impress. I mean, some of the things he's done this week will just add to his legend, but he had to pull those things off to win and beat this field. It took every bit of it, and that's a credit to the quality of the field and the quality of the golf course.
Commissioner Tim Fincham, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on a great week. Let's go back out to the 18th.
Almost feels like we're hexing him with showing the engraver with his name already on it. And of course, Tim basically handing it to him. But I've had to putt at the World Open in '74. I had about a 12-footer putting for eagle. Just had to 2-putt to win the playoff with Nicklaus and several others. And I never was so nervous in my life trying to figure out how to lag it up there. Slammed it by about 3 feet.
And Tiger Woods, of course, all those incredible championship wins, has racked up a fortune, so to speak, on and off the golf course. But the $1,080,000 to the winner, a $6 million purse. Jerry Kelly is still going to cut a big check. He'll finish 4th. That's going to be worth $288,000. It's going to be his biggest paycheck ever by more than 120 grand. So what a week it has been for this Wisconsin native.
Well, that's a beautiful shot there.
been fun getting to know him this week, and the crowd has showed their appreciation for what this man has done in the limelight, playing with Tiger Woods in the final round.
Yeah, if he can make that putt, he's going to shoot even par for the day. And, you know, Tiger Woods didn't have to be shooting 66 or 67.
Now there's his wife, Carol, who we remarked earlier in this week his 2.5-year-old son, Cooper, has had a double ear infection. And the other night, it was Carol who stayed up with him all night long, making sure that Jerry could get a good night's sleep in his quest to win this championship and his first PGA Tour victory of any kind. He's going to come up short, but a lot of people got to know Jerry Kelly, and they've gotten to like him.
Yeah, it's been a good story. Great story.
All right, 2 putts to win this championship. Roger?
Roger, this has always been a sort of a, not a trick putt, but it has a tendency to move a little bit to the right, doesn't it? Just
it
a
works
titch.
away from the lake and away from the west. It does, and it's uphill. I've seen this putt hit past the hole a number of times. It's not quite as slow as it appears.
Well, if he can get this down in 2, it will continue the Tiger Woods rebound in a big way. Won at Bay Hill last week. First time he had won in more than 6 months, and now just moments away from winning back-to-back titles again and getting on another Tiger-esque streak.
And he wanted this championship, no doubt about it. So could be a big year for major championships for Tiger. Like last year, won three of them. Pretty happy about that, I guarantee
you. He will mark, and Jerry Kelly will step in. You can hear the gallery still yelling Jerry's name. They like the underdog, don't they, Johnny?
Yeah, they do. He's just been a nice thing. Rogers putt right here, just right center or something.
I would say keep it inside the hole on the right, John. Very nice championship for this young man. I think he learned an awful lot these last 2 days, Johnny.
Yeah, playing with Tiger was not easy, and then having to spread it out over 2 days made it even doubly tough. But all in all, he only missed like 2 greens the whole double day, and just the putting wasn't quite there.
For a man who is really only known in his home state of Wisconsin in the golfing circles.
Did not matter. Did not matter a bit whether he 5-putted from there. He's got had a 5-shot difference between Hal Sutton, Billy Mayfair at -7. And he was at 12, so he's looking at double or triple, and it just doesn't matter. Matters to him, but payday-wise, it doesn't. Raj?
Yeah, you're right. He would have liked to have made that and gone out to a nice round of applause, but hard to concentrate, John, when they don't make any difference.
Well, in a similar type of fashion as his good friend Joe Duran, everybody knows about Jerry Kelly now. And that is all that is left for Tiger Woods' last great championship. He's the 2001 Players Champion. Well, he came up short last year in the duel with Hal Sutton, but no one could challenge Tiger Woods real seriously down the stretch in 2001. As we go down to Jimmy Roberts.
Dan, thanks very much. And Tiger, what a glorious morning for golf fans, and certainly for you. There were some nervous moments out there. First of all, tell us about the tee shot on 17. A great day for you. Were you nervous at all when it's in the air, and what are you thinking about?
Well, I was trying to get a punch fade in there, just like I had been trying all week, and I executed the shot just the way I wanted to. Unfortunately, it slid a little bit more on the wind. I knew I hit the ball the right distance. It all depends on the hop, and it hit soft.
You have now won everything there is to win in golf. Whether this is or isn't a major, I guess, is insignificant.
Some slump, huh?
Some may say it was a slump. It's certainly over now, no matter what you want to call it. What does this championship mean to you?
It means that my slump's over.
But seriously, you've talked about how this is the best field in all of golf. Is it as meaningful to you as a major championship?
No, it's not. It is close, but it's obviously there are 4 majors right now, and this is probably the 5th major. And this is one heck of a field and an incredible test on a really tough golf course.
Tiger Woods, it has truly been a pleasure watching you. Congratulations on a wonderful week.
Thanks.
Well, Jerry, obviously disappointed, but I think you probably learned some things these last 2 days with Tiger Woods. One, maybe you can trust your swing, but what'd you learn about your putting?
I definitely learned I got a little bit to go. I got a little punchy on some of my putts, and you know, you can't try and jam them in. I think the speed yesterday got me a little bit. I came back today, didn't have really many short ones to try and make, but made one, a pretty good one on 15, and then, you know, try to jam the last one just to get a good up and down to finish.
Well, congratulations on a good week.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Back to you, Dan.
Thank you, Roger. Only Jack Nicklaus has won all 4 major championships and this Players' Championship along with Tiger Woods. 67 closes it out. One-shot victory over Vijay Singh. So the American flag goes back up for an American champion representative in this elite field, the deepest, strongest field in golf. Hal Sutton won it last year. Tiger Woods wins it in 2001. Don't forget, next Saturday, 3 o'clock Eastern Time on NBC. We'll be back to bring you the final leg of NBC's coverage of the Southern Swing, the Bell South Classic. So for our entire NBC Golf crew, this is Dan Hicks saying so long from the TPC at Sawgrass. Tiger Woods has won back-to-back titles as he heads to the Masters.